They call me the quiet healer of the East. I've walked the ancient stone paths of Kyoto, cared for elders in the quiet villages of Nagano, and treated over 8,000 aging souls, some of whom climbed mountains in their 90s, and others who lost their strength at 70. As a physician who has studied the secrets of longevity in Japan and practiced Western medicine in New York, I've come to realize this. The most dangerous risks are the ones we never see coming, especially when we travel. It was a cool spring morning in Takayama when I received a call from a local innkeeper. A foreign guest, an 81-year-old retired engineer named Richard, had fainted after returning from a day trip. He had been traveling solo across Japan, fulfilling a lifelong dream to walk through cherry blossoms and study samurai history. By the time I arrived, Richard had regained consciousness but was confused, dehydrated, and unable to recall the day's events. His blood pressure was low, his heart rhythm irregular. As I sat beside him, I could see it wasn't just his heart that had faltered, it was the foundation of his planning. And Richard's story is not unique. Travel after 70 is possible. In fact, it can be healing. But it comes with invisible traps. And if you're not aware of them, they can steal the very freedom you set out to celebrate. Let me walk you through 5 of the most overlooked dangers that every senior must understand before boarding their next plane, train, or cruise. 1. The health emergency that doesn't knock first. Richard's episode wasn't caused by illness. It was caused by the assumption that his health at home would follow him abroad. But after 70, your body operates on a different rhythm. Altitude changes, air pressure in planes, unfamiliar food, even minor jet lag can push your system over the edge. In Japan, I've treated dozens of elderly travelers for conditions that remained stable at home but spiraled once abroad. Sudden heart arrhythmias, vertigo, fainting from low blood pressure, or silent urinary tract infections that progressed to confusion and fever. Richard had mild atrial fibrillation. His cardiologist had told him it was under control. But after walking 8 hours in Kyoto, eating minimally, and forgetting to drink water, his electrolytes dropped, his heart lost rhythm, and his blood pressure crashed. And then there's the risk of deep vein thrombosis. Long flights reduce circulation in the legs, especially for those with weak calves or dehydration. Blood clots can form silently and travel to the lungs, a condition called pulmonary embolism, often fatal if untreated. What to do? Get a pre-travel medical checkup. Review medications, especially blood thinners and diuretics. Stay hydrated during travel. Drink a glass of water every hour during flights. Wear compression socks and take walking breaks every 23 hours. Carry a translated list of your conditions and medications in case of emergency. 2. Loss of routine equals loss of function. In your younger years, adventure meant breaking free from routines. After 70, abandoning structure can invite chaos. Your body thrives on rhythm: eating, sleeping, moving. Travel, especially across time zones or climates, disturbs this natural flow. Your digestion slows. Your sleep becomes shallow. Muscles stiffen. I remember Mrs. Hoshino, an elegant 74-year-old Japanese teacher who visited Paris with her daughter. By day 4, she could barely walk. Her legs felt heavy. She was irritable and bloated. Her blood sugar, previously controlled, spiked unexpectedly. She hadn't adjusted her medication to match the European meal schedule and had skipped breakfast for 3 days straight, trying to keep up. This is what we call functional deterioration. Not due to disease, but due to sudden change. What to do? Stick to a regular eating and sleeping schedule, even if that means eating breakfast alone while others sleep in. Bring familiar snacks to avoid skipping meals. Stretch every morning to restore joint flexibility. Avoid sudden increases in walking distances. Your legs may look strong, but muscle loss, sarcopenia, accelerates after 70 and limits endurance. 3. The illusion of safety. Tourism can create a false sense of security. But the truth is, many cities are not senior-friendly. Slippery bathroom tiles, uneven cobblestones, no elevator access, high bathtub edges. These small obstacles can lead to life-changing injuries. A single fall after 70 can mean months in rehabilitation or worse. Hip fractures have a 1-year mortality rate of nearly 30% in elderly patients. That's not just data. That's real. I've seen it with my own patients. One of my dearest patients, Kina-san, 79, visited his son in San Francisco. One morning, while stepping into a high bathtub, he slipped. The result: femoral fracture, surgery, months of immobility, and a spirit that never fully recovered. What to do? Book accommodations with senior-friendly features, walk-in showers, elevator access, grab bars. Use a rubber grip travel cane, even if you don't use one at home. The terrain will be unfamiliar. Travel with a companion or join senior-friendly tours with built-in support. 4. The emotional letdown. Here's a hidden danger no one warns you about: emotional exhaustion. Travel brings excitement, but it also brings overstimulation. Crowds, noise, delays, unfamiliar languages. For seniors, especially those who live alone, this intense sensory input can be both thrilling and overwhelming. There's a condition we call post-travel depression. You return home, exhausted, but instead of relief, you feel hollow. You miss the buzz, but you also feel older, slower. You begin to notice the decline you didn't see before the trip. I remember a widower named David, 72, who went on a cruise to Alaska. When he returned, he told me, "I felt alive for 2 weeks and then emptier than ever after." That emotional drop left him disengaged for months. What to do? Plan a soft landing. Book a lunch with friends for the day after you return. Journal your trip, not just the sights, but how you felt. Don't ignore sadness or fatigue. They are as real as physical pain and deserve attention. Give your body 35 days to fully reset before resuming your usual routine. 5. Financial traps and cognitive vulnerability. As we age, our decision-making slows. That doesn't mean we become less intelligent, it means we process more cautiously. Unfortunately, scammers know this. Older travelers are prime targets for overcharging, deceptive cultural experiences, and pressure tactics. Even well-meaning staff in tourist zones may assume seniors are generous or naive. I've had patients return with credit card statements that made them cry, souvenirs that cost 5 times their value, healing stones priced like diamonds, or unnecessary travel upgrades pushed by persuasive agents. Then there's digital risk. Many elders rely on hotel Wi-Fi without realizing how easy it is to steal passwords or access sensitive banking data. What to do? Set spending limits in advance. Leave high-limit cards at home. Inform your bank of your travel schedule and use mobile banking only on secure networks. Be cautious with street vendors or private guides. Verify all bookings through official websites or agencies. Consider traveling with someone younger or more tech-savvy to support digital safety. A glimpse into the science. Every warning I've shared isn't just from my story, it's backed by science. Studies in the Journal of Travel Medicine show seniors face significantly higher rates of in-transit emergencies, especially during air travel. The Journal of Clinical Geriatrics confirms that loss of routine increases fall risk and impairs metabolic stability. A 2020 meta-analysis linked regular muscle engagement before and during travel with reduced risk of sarcopenia and hospitalization. Cognitive overload in seniors has been linked to travel-related fatigue and post-trip depressive episodes, as shown in Neuropsychology of Aging. These risks are real, but they are preventable. Final thoughts from Dr. Raymond Kondo. I've treated aging monks in mountain temples, retired professors from Tokyo, and world travelers in their 90s. Some aged with strength, others with regret. What separated them wasn't loot kit, was awareness. Travel is not just a luxury, it's a reflection of our vitality. But after 70, it becomes a test, one that rewards the prepared. So before you step onto that plane or cruise ship, remember, your best travel companion is not your passport, it's your knowledge. If this message helped you, please like the video, comment below with what you learned, and subscribe to this channel for more science-based insights on aging with grace, strength, and dignity.